Hey, welcome back to English and Chill, where we keep it real about self-growth, purpose, and doing life on your own terms. I'm your host, Norman, and today we're digging into a question that comes up all the time. Maybe in your journal, maybe in your 3 a.m. thoughts. How do I find my passion? Some people seem like they just know. They've wanted to be an astronaut since they were 5. The rest of us? We're just out here trying to figure out what we're excited about beyond brunch and Netflix. But good news, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need a starting point. And that's exactly what we're going to create today. So let's dive in. What we get wrong about passion. Let's clear something up first. Passion isn't always some epic lightning bolt moment. We often think finding our passion means quitting our job, moving to Bali, and becoming a travel blogger. If that's your dream, cool. If not, also cool. But passion doesn't always mean your career. It's about what lights you up, what makes you feel alive. It might be something you do for a living, or something that brings you peace and joy outside of work. Passion also isn't found, it's built. Think of it more like a muscle you develop, not a treasure you randomly stumble on. Signs you haven't found it yet. You might be in a place where everything feels fine. Not great, not awful, just fine. And you wonder, is this it? Here are a few signs you might not be aligned with your passion. Yet, you're bored or drained more often than inspired. You keep asking, what am I supposed to be doing? You feel jealous or intrigued when others talk about what they love. If that's you, don't panic. That's great awareness. It means you're ready to explore something deeper. Here are 4 real ways to start finding your passion. All right, let's talk about 4 things you can actually do to start finding your passion, not just think about it. 1. Follow your curiosity. You don't need a grand plan. You just need to follow what interests you. What videos do you get stuck watching on YouTube? What books do you always buy but never finish? What are the things you could talk about for hours? Passion often starts as curiosity. Follow the spark. 2. Look back at what lit you up as a kid. Remember when you were a kid and time didn't exist? What were you doing? Were you writing stories? You might love creative projects. Were you always organizing your toys? Maybe you thrive with structure or design. Always giving advice to imaginary friends? Hello, coach or counselor energy. Childhood clues are powerful. They're usually free of judgment and full of joy. 3rd, experiment without pressure. Try something just to try it, not to monetize it, not to be perfect at it. Take a class, start a hobby, volunteer, record videos you never post. Write even if no one reads it. Give yourself permission to suck at first. Passion is allowed to be messy. Notice what energizes you. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what gave me energy today? What drained me? Start tracking it. After a couple of weeks, you'll start to notice patterns. And those patterns? They're gold. All right, time to pause and check in. Grab your journal or notes app and answer this. What's one thing I've always wanted to try but haven't yet? Write it down. Don't overthink it. Just one thing. That's your next breadcrumb. Feel free to pause here if you want. I'll be right here when you get back. I also asked my friend Ruby, who's a career coach, what he tells people when they say they can't find their passion. And he said, start doing. Passion follows action. You're not going to think your way into clarity. You've got to try things, even badly, and learn as you go. And honestly, that advice helped me so much. Because trying is progress, even if it doesn't lead to the one. Let's debunk the pressure. Quick reality check. You don't need to have one passion for life. You're allowed to have seasons. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to be multi-passionate. Some people are wired for depth. They go all in on one thing. Others are wired for variety. They like learning and switching it up. Both are valid. There's no passion police coming. Let's wrap up with a few simple steps you can take this week. 1. Write down 3 things that make you curious. 2. Pick one small way to explore one of them. No pressure. Notice how it makes you feel: bored, drained, energized, inspired. 4. Repeat. That's it. That's how you find what's next. One tiny breadcrumb at a time. You don't need a 10-year plan to find your passion. You don't need to quit your job or go viral. You just need to start. Follow your curiosity. Explore without judgment. And listen closely to what lights you up. Because the truth is, your passion isn't waiting to be found. It's waiting to be built. 1. Remember, you don't have to figure it all out. You just have to start exploring. That's a wrap for today's episode. If this gave you some clarity or sparked a new idea, share it with a friend and subscribe. If you're enjoying this podcast, leaving a review helps more than you know. Until next time, be curious, be kind to yourself, and keep